cannabis,
sativa,
dope,
indica,
weed,
leaf.
This is Leaf Life.
All things cannabis for all people.
Now, here are your hosts, Ricker and the Bearded Lorax.
We publish a free magazine called The Leaf that is available in print in 13 states at your local cannabis retailer and also available online at leafmagazines.com. I'm Mike Ricker, and I am your host of Leaf Life with my co-host, Wes Abney, also known as the Bearded Lorax.
I speak for the trees.
And of course, there's Stash Lee.
The token female.
And Mary J. White.
The smoking female.
There are many ways to introduce cannabinoids into your system, but few are as fast-acting and none as thirst-quenching. And as people look to bars and nightclubs to serve up the socializing, will this be the most common way to catch your buzz in a crowded venue? This is drinkable edibles.
Drink them if you got them.
Delicious.
Our first segment, Infuse Your Thirst. And our second segment, Lounges and Beyond. But before we get educated, we've got to get medicated. So, Mary?
Let's get stoned.
All right. Man, she does it better than I do, Matt.
Right? I see that.
And then maybe my job is going to be taken.
Yeah, right.
I don't think
We're just
so.
talking about replacing Wes with you know, but you got to prove yourself first. Anyway,
Right. That seat's up for grabs.
Wherever your day has led you, now it's time to fire up, chew up, and drink up and get in the mood as we introduce Matthew Preston. This show's Greg the Guinea Pig.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Greg, and Ricker used to try his weed out on me. But now it's someone else's turn to be the guinea pig.
Yeah, it's that dude sitting straight across from me right now who's so very grateful to be here. But maybe after you smoke a bunch of weed, you're not going to feel as grateful as we put you on the spot, brother.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be all right, man. All right, let's spin stats. Oh, by the way, Matthew Preston is the founder and owner of FRACTAL Infused, which makes MOJO Sodas. If you're on our YouTube channel, you can see it right here in front of the wheel. And also Mother Pucker Lemonade and Sparkle, an infused sparkling water. Matthew, welcome to the Leaf Life podcast.
Yeah, like I said, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
My pleasure. Now let's spin Stash's wheel to see what you're going to be hitting.
All right.
As we discover what's in Stash's
and
stash.
now, what's in Stash's stash? Will it land on the Nug Jug, the dab saucer, the vape cart, the edible, the infused drink, the inhaler, or the suppository?
Hey, what's it going to be, bro? Hopefully not the infused drink, Stash. You can't get high on your own supply here.
No, I wanted to jump right into this Nug Jug. This is Moca Modern Cannabis from California.
Yep.
Look at that box. If you're online right now.
On YouTube.
This is so gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
The featured artist is Tony Diaz.
So
I haven't even gotten to the weed yet.
The packaging is pretty sick. The interior is an artistic rendition of what? What is that? Just some
it's
flowers?
psychedelic. There's like a snail and some mushrooms and kind of like a desert scene. I don't know.
It's
I
like
would just trip out on the box for a minute.
kaleidoscopic design. What is it? Says Tony Diaz on the side. Is that the strain?
That's the artist.
That's the artist.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to. So the weed, the Nug Jug is Red Velvet.
Ooh. Okay. Strain?
Oh my gosh.
Moca is the brand out of California. So the
MOCA.
MOCA. The box is white on the outside and very designed on the inside, kind of like this grassroots hat I'm wearing, Wes. You know, they have different artists who design their hats, celebrity artists. In fact, we're talking to one of them about doing potentially our Psychedelia issue cover, and everything's a collab. We love collabs, man. And when you can combine art with boxing, just kidding, not boxing. Well, you can call it boxing, Mary. We were looking for a lighter.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, right? Art in the box, making the box. See that? It's boxing, Mary. Thank you for that. All right, man, fire that up, man.
It's sticky.
That's the Moca, bro. But yeah, we all benefit when we can make cannabis look better, right?
Yeah.
And packaging is a big deal, Wes. We're going to introduce packaging as an award in our leaf bowls moving forward.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, Stash.
That is such a good idea. So
really?
their Instagram is MOCA Moca Humble. Of course, it's from Humboldt.
Humboldt.
Y'all are so trippy.
They're so good.
Oh, I love it.
Wow,
There
it
you go.
smells delicious.
Okay, Matt, how's it taste, bro?
It tastes delicious.
You're looking
I recommend,
delicious,
yeah,
Matt.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried that he may not want to get high on the show and have to have a pinch hitter with stash.
Yeah, right.
He just tugged that entire nug straight
Yeah,
to the melon.
Right.
Wow,
It
bro.
wasn't going to be a problem.
Great start to the day.
I bet you have a high tolerance from all the product testing you had to
I
do.
Yes, yeah. Product testing days are my favorite.
Let's
so-
transition from flour into drinkable edibles.
Yeah.
When we talk about infusing your thirst, that's really what it is. It's the differentiator to drinkable edibles compared to smoking, vaping, or whatever is, first of all, it's quicker onset from what I understand. Well,
Oh, yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Nano
Yeah,
infused, yeah, it's
yeah,
quicker
yeah.
onset, and it's delicious and it's wet. So
Yeah.
if you're thirsty
Yeah.
and you have a tolerance for say 10 or 100 milligrams, then it's really better, more beneficial than a Coca-Cola.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, what's the point of having a drink if it doesn't have cannabinoids in it, right? So-
Thank you.
yeah.
Well, water,
Well,
and water.
Yeah, right. Basic building blocks.
But a tasty drink is
Yeah.
a different story. Now, let's talk about the beginning of Mojo, your company. You worked for another drinkable edibles company called Olala, and they moved to California, and you took over their operation. Now, the recipe, tell me if I'm wrong. You explain it for me, but I understand that they had the recipe already developed.
Correct.
And when it comes to drinkable edibles, it really is all about the recipe.
Correct, but we had to develop our own. Obviously, they had their proprietary information when it comes to their own flavors and their own process for homogenization and emulsification. So I was the product developer behind that brand, but there was a lot of great people to work with there. And when they went to California, I wasn't ready to make the move. But needed to be in cannabis, so I bought my own license and started Mojo, and we actually got our own recipes and we've developed our own formula for that process of homogenization. So.
I have just a dorky cooking question, but Matt, I'm a cannabis chef, and I'm always trying to figure out ways to help people learn how to make their own.
Okay.
So is something like this, is it like a tincture that you put into the soda, or how does it, what's in there? How do you?
MaryJWhite.com, by the way, if you want to see Mary cook or her naughty podcast.
Yeah. So a tincture is made more with alcohol.
Right,
So we
yeah.
use emulsifiers to bond with water.
So it's
all
that nano emulsion?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's all hydrophilic. So it will bond exactly
water.
to anything. So it's great for recipes. Like we've made cookies and things like that before and used this, or we've put it into lotions. I mean, it's really a great base to start just a number of different infusions.
Yeah. Could you send some to my house?
You should come by and take a tour of the lab. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you start with? Is it hydrocarbon, CO2? Is it a distillate?
I don't care for distillates, so we decided to go with a CO2 full spectrum extraction.
Good.
I like that.
And primarily we have Halo do that for us. I don't know if you guys are familiar
Oh,
with
I
Halo.
love
but-
Halo.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean they do an excellent job. So we make sure that all of our products are full spectrum. That way you're getting
Good.
that nice high that'll
It's
last
a
you
big
long.
difference
Yeah,
when you
it's-
go from just a distillate,
Yes.
just 10 milligrams, to a full spec 10 milligrams. To me, it's almost like you feel like you have double the high.
Absolutely.
It's more robust. You feel better.
Well, and stuff that I've made just with a distillate, you get high, but it's like a real thick, weird feeling. It isn't like that full spectrum feeling better. It's like the weirdness.
Yeah.
I don't like the distillate.
Well, it's the
Exactly.
happiness
Yeah.
that it delivers, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. It's all those
Yeah.
cannabinoids. It's the entourage effect. And suddenly
Exactly.
you find that your mood has been elevated and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, I'm not just high.
I'm happy.
But I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, full bodied. So that's
Yes.
And that's the
Full-brained.
feeling I get when I drink like an orange soda too. It takes me back to being like 12,
Yeah.
playing a sport or something. You get that soda. And it's like that nostalgia. That's what I really love about Mojo.
Yeah.
All your flavors are awesome.
Thank you.
The lemon pucker tastes like a weed Smirnoff ice.
Oh, God.
is really the best description I have.
Yeah.
And I'm not drinking right now, and it's great to go to a
Alcohol,
party.
he means.
Yeah, I'm definitely drinking cannabis. And it's great to go to a party and feel like I could mix my own mocktail.
Sure.
Or pour something in a cup, or even just hold that bottle.
Yeah.
And just, because there's all the pressure to fit in, even
Right.
if you want to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I love that with the drinks. You can also make a real cocktail with the drinks and turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
So it's the possibilities are limitless. And when I started The Leaf in 2010, edibles were basically like brownies or cookies.
Right.
Like the thought that we could like get a prepackaged, dosed, precise, nano-emulsified soda, that was like a dream.
Science fiction.
Like, do you want a quarter cookie, a half cookie, or a whole cookie?
Yeah.
A 1X, 2X, or the
know.
triple X.
Yeah. And the first one hasn't kicked in the first hour. Maybe I should eat another one.
Right.
Oh, yes. We've all done that.
10 minutes later, shit. What'd you say?
Now that can happen with the 100 milligram sodas. Washington limits everything by 10 milligram servings up to 100 milligrams. Are you selling more 10 milligram items or more 100 milligram items?
Oh, 100. The market is dominated by hundreds. If you look at it, probably 90% of sales are all 100 milligrams.
So most people aren't microdosing, at least in the drinkables category?
No, I do think there is a market for it, but primarily 100s and even small volume is really taken off, and people want to be able to either put that small volume 100 milligrams in their own beverage and make their own type of like cocktail, or
Like
they're
in a
just
shot
slamming it.
form?
Yes, in the shot form, yeah.
Well, let's be real. 100 milligrams will put me in the fucking mental ward. I have a low tolerance for edibles. So like a 2.5 milligram drinkable edible is.
Good one, Ricker.
You're just a baby.
Wow.
Like a virgin.
Jeez, judgment.
Well, that's why I ask, because I think that, you go to other states like Oregon and they allow up to like 500 milligrams or even 1,000.
Even in the little ones.
Yeah, the little thing.
And there's a high demand for
That's
it.
for me, but like, yeah.
And it doesn't work for everybody, but also as you start to eat edibles, like I mentioned earlier, your tolerance, you will build up a tolerance. And it's kind of a good thing because you're getting your body a bunch of cannabinoids. And I remember like a couple years ago, 100 milligrams would get me violently high.
Yeah.
Like unable to drive,
Drooling.
slurring my words.
Go to sleep and wake up high.
Yeah. And now I drink 100 milligrams and I just feel really great.
And he drives backwards through rush hour traffic.
But he feels good doing it.
Those new backup cameras.
All right, hey, Matt, now it's time for you to play Which is Higher.
Okay.
Digging deep and asking the question, which is higher?
Hey, man, how did that Mocha do? Good weed, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
All right.
I recommend.
How stoned are you?
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Well, that's perfect because we're going to spin the wheel in the second segment. But first, we got to ask which is higher, Matt.
Okay.
So, which is higher? The Moca Clock Royal Tower in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, or the Great Bell of the Great Clock of Mary?
Huh?
Stop distracting me. I'm just kidding. Or the Great Bell of the Great Clock of Westminster, otherwise known as Big Ben. Jesus.
Oh, that was hard.
Give me one of those drinkable edibles. 100 milligrams right now.
The Tower of Mecca.
The answer is the Mecca Clock Royal Tower. Stanley, you're absolutely at almost 2,000 feet.
Very tall.
While Big Ben is 320 feet. Of course, if you're stoned and sitting on the top of Big Ben smoking a blunt with Peter Pan, then it's 420 feet. Yeah, that's in London, England.
Yeah.
Number 2, which is higher, the Hubble Space Telescope or the James Webb Space Telescope?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much for righting the ship.
Very sciencey.
The James Webb Telescope.
That is correct.
Yes.
Even though the Hubble Space Telescope can see out to a distance of several billions of light years, the Webb Telescope achieves depths at infrared wavelengths beyond the Hubble Space Telescope's deepest fields.
Wow.
And I think we've all seen that now. We've got the first glimpse of the universe, right? The furthest we've ever seen in the universe just about a year ago or so.
Huh.
Where you been, Mary?
I missed it.
What are you
gotta
gonna
get
do?
stoned and look at that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Okay, I'm on it.
You can look at a big black hole. Just Google that.
And number 3, which is higher? Harold and Kumar on a hunt for the greasiest burger in town after mowing down 250 milligrams of infused bonbons just before a 15-minute quarter-ounce filled gas mask sesh. Or Ashley Herkett, who just smoked some of that Moca flower, bro. She's sitting next to you right there. That's
yeah, Ashley, for sure.
Stash, right answer. Yeah. Hey. Actually, that is the right answer is Cheech Marin.
Good old Cheech.
We're all a little baked right now, huh? If you want to discover cannabis news, reviews, entertainment, and culture, and explore every Leaf magazine at your convenience, search leafmagazines.com. Coming up in our second segment, we'll dive into lounges and beyond with drinkable edibles. We'll get another spin of Sash's Wheel and kick it all off with another episode of Who Does That with Mary J. White. Leaf Life continues in just a moment.
Your hosts for Leaf Life are Mike Ricker and Wes Abney. Leaf Life is produced by Mike Daly. Some of the music heard is provided by purple-planet.com. Every bit of cannabis you use is female, so please respect the ladies.
Leaf Life is brought to you by Leaf Nation, featuring Alaska Leaf, Oregon Leaf, Northwest Leaf, Northeast Leaf, Maryland Leaf, Amsterdam Leaf, and California Leaf. On the shelf now in your local retailer.
These products have intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. For use by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.
Some of the wardrobe, including Ricker or Wes's sick lids, is provided by Grassroots California. Check out the dopeness at grassrootscalifornia.com.